Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Todd Nightingale, Senior Vice President, Cisco Meraki.
How's it going? Welcome, welcome. I don't do a lot of presentations inside of tents that are indoors. This is a new experience, so bear with us, but I really appreciate you all being here, and I am super excited about the announcements and the presentation we'll be going over today. I like to start every presentation with the mission of Meraki, right? A lot of people who get to know Meraki, they realize pretty quickly that Meraki is about simplicity, right? And sometimes it's about the cloud. We use cloud-managed networking, cloud-managed infrastructure to deliver on this dream of simplicity. And that's great. But that isn't actually the point, right? The point of Meraki is to simplify powerful technology so that organizations like yours can focus on your true mission. Whether that is bringing new technologies to education or healthcare, using technology to innovate in transformation or change your business in hospitality. Technology is the means to an end. We need to drive forward the mission of your organizations. And that is really the core of Meraki's mission, to simplify powerful technology so that your groups can focus on your mission, right? And hopefully we can use that simplified product to also reach groups that have really been left out, for whom the technology that they need to operate their business, the technology that they need to reach their users, just has always been out of reach, right? And this mission has really been around at Meraki forever, but we have been messaging it publicly really since we joined Cisco, right? It was the way that we focused on our team on the differentiation that mattered at Meraki. The best way that we could contribute to Cisco's total portfolio is by driving this simplicity value proposition, giving people this choice. And for the first couple years being part of Cisco, we've been part of Cisco now for 5 years. For the first couple years, in a lot of ways, Meraki ran very independently from the regular Cisco portfolio. And sometimes, you know, with less coordination than the Australia, New Zealand market would have liked, I'm sure. But over the last 24 months, the entire enterprise networking team, including Meraki, the Catalyst Switch, the Aeronet line, the ISR line, we have been focusing our resources on this dream of the network intuitive, right? We have been building the features to realize this dream. And this is really the idea behind the network intuitive for all of Cisco. To provide context-aware networking, intent-based networking, and network assurance, right? And at Meraki, what this means to us really is context-aware networking is not about reading logs and accepting SNMP traps. That is not context. Context is being able to see trivially what's really going on in your network, right? Intent-based networking is not about coding really intelligent CLI commands and in that way pushing your intent into the network. Intent-based networking is with a few clicks being able to transform your infrastructure the way you need to, in an intuitive way, in a way where you are dramatically less likely to cause a problem, to do something unintended, right? And assurance is the tool set that will give us the power to really assure our users of their end experience. Assurance is not about configuring the perfect network. Assurance is providing the right end user experience. And that is a big part of what I want to talk about today, right? The network I tried to play through last time, but it's hard. All right, I'll keep going. The intent-based networking has really always been conceived as something that would be across all of Cisco, right? When we think about intent-based networking, we don't just think about enterprise networking and Meraki portfolio, but really trying to build that out across all of Cisco's networking products, including data center, the Nexus line, all of that stuff, right? So that we can really drive the network intuitive across all of the networking infrastructure and start to roll that up under one mission, right? And hopefully, you've all got to see the presentation this morning from Dave West, or I think just before me, where we could see DNA Center being able to roll up and monitor not just traditional Cisco on-prem equipment information, but Meraki information as well, so that we can roll the network intuitive into one dashboard, into one view, right? And this is sort of the idea of how we think about Meraki products as part of the network intuitive. In fact, at Meraki, we think of our development model as really having three core components. One is staying focused on simplicity. Cannot lose track of true north, simplicity, right? The second is building a platform for workplace infrastructure, right? If there are people working at that location, we want to build a Meraki solution to hold, a Meraki solution to simplify the operation of that workplace platform. And the third tenet is to imbue that platform, to imbue the Meraki solution with intelligence. And I do think that is what we'll be spending most of our time talking about today, right? Is this idea of imbuing the platform with intelligence throughout. There's 3 product launches I want to focus on today, and I love launching products, so this is an exciting day, right? The first 2 are really focused on this idea of operational efficiency and network assurance. These are network assurance features and products, okay? The first one's going to be wireless health. In addition to launching a bunch of new access points that just started shipping this week, actually, this is our newest highest end indoor AP, the MR53E. It's beautiful. It has antennas that stick out now. In addition to launching this product, we are launching Meraki Wireless Health, right? Which is a wireless assurance product designed to show us what's really going on so we can understand what our users are really experiencing on the wireless network. The reality is most of the clients that you are serving, they want to connect wirelessly. We are lucky enough to be working with many of your teams to roll out some of the most modern networks around Australia and New Zealand. And I see more and more of those sites going wireless access. We don't need Cat5, Cat6 running to every single desk. We can use wireless as our primary access. And the key to making that reality is these wireless networks, they need to be better than their wired ancestors. They need to be more reliable and higher performing. Being as good as wired is really not good enough, right? And wireless assurance is the key to that. It's the key to making sure that these wireless networks are best in class, and the idea of moving to a wireless office or a wireless site is better than a wired site. Meraki Insight is actually a brand new product that we'll be launching in just a few weeks, and that we can all get an early look at today in the Meraki booth, and I'll show it to you here. Meraki Insight is a WAN analytics product that shows us how the applications are performing for our users. Not how the network is performing, but how the actual applications are performing. How our users are experiencing all of the applications, whether they're in our private data centers or out in the cloud. And more of this is really being done in the cloud, right? And the key here is to know what is going wrong. To be able to understand that, let's say, your Square payment app isn't working, that is great. But the beauty of being able to say, this is not a network problem, and I can prove it's not a network problem, that has real power, right? And that's the beauty of Meraki Insight. It can proactively detect when applications are having problems, when users are experiencing application problems, and diagnose that on the fly, right? And this is really using true AI to determine from an enormous set of data where the problems are. And both of these products are about that. They're about pulling in this enormous set of data and really applying analytics to it all behind the scenes so that the Meraki dashboard can be more intelligent and it can show us what's really happening and show us how to fix it, right? And the last launch, and in a lot of ways the one that's getting, I think, the most airtime this week is our Meraki camera launch. This is our existing Meraki camera. It launched about 18 months ago. This is a Meraki MV21. This is the most successful product launch we have ever had at Meraki. It launched from day one into the market and found use cases we could never have conceived of. And I'm super proud of this product launch. But to be honest, this physical camera, this is MVP, minimally viable product platform, and it has tons and tons of functionality. It really embodies the power of the Meraki dashboard, and I think it proved to the market that you can truly build a simple enterprise camera system, right? No DVR, no software, no additional hardware. You mount this camera on the wall, and if it's plugged in, it's recording video, and by using a simple web browser, you can monitor that video. And not just monitor it, but really start to apply true machine learning analytics to that video. But we did get some real feedback having this camera in the market. And that's why we went to market so early with this camera, is to get real customer feedback. The customer feedback was, look, this camera could be higher resolution and it needs more storage. Right? Those are the two really, I think the loudest signals we got from the customers who were deploying this out. And look, it's still the most successful camera we ever launched. But I'm very proud of the team for having reacted to those responses. So this is our new camera. This is the MV12. And this started shipping on Friday. This camera is double the resolution of that camera. It has twice the storage. All video is stored on camera, right? And it has in it true machine vision artificial intelligence, not just motion analytics, which all of our cameras have, but in this case, true machine vision, true AI generated analytics, and I'm going to show you that today. I'm really excited about all these launches, and at Meraki, there's, I guess, talk is cheap. It's not about slides. It's about the demo. So we'll move over to that. Can we move over to the Meraki demo? All right. This is the Meraki dashboard that we all know and love, but this is our camera product, right? And this is our new camera. It's high resolution video. This is supposed to be a coffee shop scene. I'm a networking guy, but now I talk about products that have scenes. It's awesome. In this scene, we have a coffee shop with a barista making coffees. Melbourne is known for having the best coffee anywhere in the world. I live in San Francisco. We argue that point, but it's been lovely here. And you can see the video here, which is for some reason not playing. Yeah, man, help me out here. But the key to this video, which is certainly about to play, there we go. The key to this video is, look, the last thing I want is to pay someone to stare at this video 24 hours a day. There are things I need to know, and I cannot possibly afford to have someone stare at this. The number one thing our customers ask is, I need to know where the people are. I need to know the difference between people and tractors. I need to know where the human beings are, and I want to know when and where they show up, right? And that's why this camera, for the first time, has real AI built into the camera that detects human beings, right? And it is shockingly effective. Somehow, and my office has dogs running around it all the time, it knows the difference between people and dogs. It knows the difference between people and cars, and it can count people instead of you and me counting them. It can detect people in areas of your buildings they're not supposed to be and alert on it. It can provide analytics showing you when people are where without hiring dozens and dozens of people to do this all the time. And this, I don't know, man, the magic is gone if you have to click the buttons for me. It's fine, don't worry about it, just let it be. And look, this feature is critical, right? We have got to get to a point where we do not pay people to stare at video all day. The machines are going to be better at that anyway, right? And this type of analytics is the key. I am super impressed with the ability to put artificial intelligence on these cameras. One thing that was super interesting to me, and I think it's something we're all going to get used to in the industry, is these cameras were trained to detect people. There's an AI model that resides on camera, and hours of video were analyzed and manually counted for where the people were. And over time, the cameras learned how to count people. And they will only get better and better at counting people as we continue to train them. And this is the type of technology we are going to be leveraging pretty much from here on in. This is true machine learning, making it into mainstream products. All of the analytics for this run on camera. There is no massive video feed that has to be sent to some data center. There's no massive stack of equipment that's needed. That same simple Meraki video deployment of a camera and a cloud is all you need, and you get all of the machine learning and human analytics that any large organization with massive server deployments could get, right? That's the key. Take incredibly powerful technology, cutting-edge technology, and make it truly simple. Next product I want to take a look at is our wireless health product. So this is what it looks like on the wireless health screen when you click in. And you can see I've got like one red AP here. If I had 100 APs, and you might see some red areas and some green areas. And this is not telling me that this AP is misconfigured or that this AP is offline. Right? I have all of the rest of dashboard for that. That's what Meraki's standard offering provides. What this is showing me is what the end user experience is like. It's what's really going on for the user. And I can see, look, I've got a coffee shop. I have one AP. This is a lean deployment. I have a problem, right? And so I'm going to click in and take a look and see if there's a connection problem or perhaps a latency problem. And if I click in here, I can see what's really going on. And this, to me, is beautiful. I can see of everyone who connects, 25% fail to associate. They were too far away, right? But then almost 25% of those users couldn't get a DHCP address. That kills me. I know that there's something wrong with my DHCP server, and I don't know why, right? But I love this screen. It's my favorite screen in dashboard right now because it tells me where the problem is. I have analyzed too many packet captures in my life. I have read through too many radius logs, and I hope to never do that again. It's time for the cloud to do the heavy lifting for us. It's time for for Meraki dashboard to read those logs and analyze those captures and tell us that we have a DHCP problem. And luckily, on the Meraki platform, I can solve that problem quickly, right? This site has a Meraki MX. If I go to the DHCP configuration here, I can see, foolishly, that my guest VLAN doesn't have a DHCP server. So actually, all of my guests can't get to the internet. That's not great. And so with 2 clicks, I can run a DHCP server and push that change, right? And I can save that 25% of the users that are off. If our video feed was running, you would have seen that the barista eventually had a POS problem. He had an application that wasn't working, okay? And that problem isn't caused by the guest, VLAN, right? My point of sale system, it's on the corporate VLAN, it's on a highly secure payment network. And this got us thinking that wireless assurance is only part of the problem. And I'm a wireless guy from back in the day, and I'm super excited about Meraki Wireless Health, but wireless assurance is one hop from the APs to the clients. What we really needed was something that could analyze the entire application connection, that we could actually see what the applications are, how the applications are performing, and how users not only are accessing the network and the wireless, but how users are experiencing their applications. And that is why we've built a product, a new product, Meraki Insight. And this is a new product line. The cameras are an extension of the camera line we've already launched. Wireless health is actually built into every Meraki AP, and it will ship for free, and every single Meraki wireless device in the world will be upgraded with Meraki Wireless Health for free. But Meraki Insight is a new product, right? And it's not designed to analyze how the network is performing. It's designed to analyze how our applications are being experienced by users. And this is what Meraki Insight looks like. Shows me my coffee shop in San Francisco, but most importantly, it tells me what the applications that are being run at that site are really doing, okay? And I have a large guest network there, and so Netflix and Google and Facebook, they're all being used all the time, and that's important. But the two business critical apps configured at the top, that's what runs the coffee shop. I need to do inventory management, I need to do point of sale, right? And here I can see that both of those are having problems. That's why the coffee shop went down. That's why the barista called our tech support line, and I have to assume it was not a pleasant conversation. But these analytics are always running, and I can easily hover over this inventory system and see, what's happening here. I can see, look, the application, the inventory management application, that's running on-prem, by the way, so that's running in my private data center. The network is at 94% success. So that's not great, but that's not the problem. The problem is, the application is not the problem, the network is the problem. The network is only succeeding 27% of the time. And just that one number, 27% performance score, and it's being caused by the network, that has an enormous amount of analytics behind it. In fact, it's probably the most computationally intensive number that shows up on the Meraki dashboard anywhere, right? And if I wanted to take another step and dig in just a little bit deeper, I can click in here to the inventory system application. I can see when I'm having successes and failures. And if I drill all the way into the trends, it will actually show me all of the data that it is using to determine this stuff. And it will show me where it believes the problem is. In this case, it's across the WAN, right? They have a 29% loss rate on the WAN. Right? That is causing the problem. Now, inevitably, you have 29% loss rate on the WAN, some service provider is going to get a phone call, hopefully right away, right? I really don't want to have all of this data. I don't want our users, our IT groups, to have to be exposed to all of this data. But the key here is you have to affect change. You have to have the service provider able to diagnose the problem. You have to give them the evidence that it's really a WAN problem. And that's what this is about, right? Being able to export this data, bring it to your service provider, and have them patch or fix their configuration because you have lost enough traffic on your WAN to essentially shut down your coffee shop. Right? If I go back to the top level and look at my POS system here, point of sale system, I can see, all right, look, in this case, again, it's the network, primarily, although the application server isn't particularly great, and I can drill, and I can drill in here again, and I can get that same analysis. And this box actually is showing you that you have loss on the LAN as well as the WAN, and that can be, that could be deterministic, but in large part, you're going to have to troubleshoot on both sides, right? This box on the top is really driven by artificial intelligence and analytics throughout all the data below. And we can finally see what's happening with the actual applications, what's happening in, not just in the network, but for our users. You can switch back to the slides. Great. So look, these are the products that we are launching this week. And hopefully, if anyone wants to come take a look, please come by a Meraki booth. They're spread out across the enterprise networking piece here. And you can really see what's going on and have someone take you through these products. At Meraki, it's really always been about making it simple, okay? And whether it's machine vision on the cameras or network assurance and wireless health, we have to stay focused on providing this simplicity value proposition. I believe that is how we are going to keep all of your teams focused on their mission. When it comes to the camera, and especially this artificial intelligence launch, this analytics launch, it's about making sure that all of the power, all of the analytics that ultra-large sites with massive computing power and camera experts have, even a single coffee shop could have with a single camera, and you will not have to hire a team of people to manage and monitor that. And for God's sake, we just cannot be in a world where we're paying people to stare at video for too much longer, right? On the networking side, for Meraki Insight, and really especially Meraki Health, and that name is very purposeful. Our network assurance products are really about realizing this vision that the networks can take better care of us. They can diagnose when we're sick and help prescribe the cure. Our wireless networks can be higher performing and more reliable than our wired networks, and we can be able to see how our users are actually experiencing their applications. We can do better than we ever have if we embrace the most modern technology, the most powerful technology available, and that is in a large part going to be AI in the upcoming years. And the Meraki platform will be 100% focused on bringing those solutions in the most simple way. So look, I appreciate the time today, and I'm honored to be here. Thank you very much.